I love this old car, and we've had a lot of great adventures together. But when the first kid arrives, it's time for an upgrade. Welcome to the east of England, where we're spending the weekend visiting our resplendent and exotic neighbour, Essex, for our little boy's first day at the beach and a trip to the zoo. For the beach, we'll be heading to Frinton, which has the distinction of having an actual sandy beach, making it basically as good as Miami. Then we'll overnight in sunny Clacton, a typical British seaside town, before heading to the zoo at Colchester, the first capital of Roman Britain. But first we have to pick up our special guest, my mother-in-law, Linda.
You've already got a bag in the front.
I know.
You might have to put this out on your lap, Mum.
Filled the old place up, she has.
Bloody no. Well, I knew you wouldn't bring much
How
with
am I
you.
going to get my bloody legs round that lot?
Just put that in there. Oh, that's just a kit.
Yeah, then I'll be able to get my legs.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you've got the wash bag here, so it won't get any thinner.
Oh, it will.
You've got the wash bowl, rather.
Bloody hell. Oh, I'll just have to put this on me, won't I?
Say hello, you're on camera.
Hello, I'm on camera.
Once we've factored in the traffic and a brief stop for Alexander, we're going to be on the road for a little under 2 hours. But it turns out the zoo tomorrow is going to be very hilly, so we've got to broach a question with Linda.
Put my stick at the back.
Yeah. No, we left it.
Right.
Well, this is what we were going to say to you, Mum. You know when we go to the zoo tomorrow? We were going to say, we were thinking of asking them, I don't know obviously if they let us or not, would you want us for you to see if they have a wheelchair we can borrow in case you want to sit down anywhere?
No.
The idea wouldn't be that we push you around in it. The idea would be we put our stuff in it, and then if you get tired, you can have a sit down.
Yeah, do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
Would you want us to ask, Mum?
Yeah, you can if you want to put your stuff on. That's a good idea.
Well, it's not even so much about us putting stuff in it, it's more just that...
It's alright, mate, you can push me back.
Oh, I prefer not to. But the point is that if it becomes because we're going to be walking around a lot, and I know that, you know.
Well, that should be tomorrow sorted. Hopefully today runs just as smoothly.
Don't much fancy the look at that sky up there.
No, it looks a bit black, doesn't it?
Yeah. This is Frinton.
Don't fall asleep, No, Alex, don't fall asleep, we're getting out now.
It's alright, I'll push him along.
Oh, bless you.
So how do you get down to the beach from here then? Walk down there.
Get out there, and then there's like a cliff, and then you just jump.
We make our way down to the beach where, in spite of the uninspiring weather, Alexander flashes his beautiful smile. Becky pitches a tent and we're all set.
Hey, I didn't bring any pigs. The pig feeding.
Oh no, there's pigs in here.
What do you think of the seaside? Lovely. On a scale of 1 to 10, how lovely is it? 9.5. If only it was sunny.
So here we are at Frinton on Sea. Not the most beautiful weather conditions we could have asked for, in truth. It's very overcast, but it's not raining, touch wood, and long may that last, frankly. Little one has put his toes on the sand for the first time and dipped them in the water, and he was just staring at his feet like it was just the most remarkable thing in the world, like he'd never, well, to be fair, he has never tried anything like that before. So yeah, a nice start to things. I think we'll probably go and get some fish and chips and eat that on the beach, and yeah. One thing I will say about Frinton is you need to check the tide times. At high tide, the water comes all the way up to the promenade, and we've been caught out before. Thankfully this time we've got it right and get plenty of family time, plus the chance to enjoy lunch on the sand. Okay, so I have been dispatched by Becky and Alexander's granny to the fish and chip shop. Gonna get some very traditional, very fresh, we hope, fish and chips, or sausage and chips. It's a typical snack that you can have here in the UK, sitting on a beach, as indeed we did in Newquay. Check out that episode if you haven't seen it. The high street is only a short walk from the beach, so I don't have to venture far, and pretty soon I'm back with the goods. Linda is thrilled.
You're around, Dad, what are you doing?
Oh, great. So, Granny has got traditional fish and chips, Becky has got battered sausage and chips, and because I knew they'd have loads of chips left over, I just got some shrimp, and I'm going to have that with their leftover chips. Thanks, guys. They call me a scrounger. I paid for it. All right. Oh, and I've got a bit of fish as well. Bloody hell, just stick it on my box. Wonderful. So, as if from nowhere, the sun has appeared, and it has appeared. Now we finish our food and we're heading off, which is pretty typical really. But we're going to go and check in to our grand and luxurious hotel. Wait till you see it, I think you're going to be really impressed, which is over there in Clacton. It's only a short drive, and Linda decides to spend it sharing precious memories from her last visit to Frinton.
I remember the Esso garage.
You remember the strangest things, my dear?
Yeah, I do.
Made wonderful memories during your trip. Well, there was an Esso garage. What did you do while you were there? Drove past the Esso garage? How did we like Frinton then?
Yes, I can. I like the shops and that there before. I didn't get as far as going down on the beach.
No, well, will you go on the beach next time, or was it a bit too arduous for you? A bit of a climb to get down there.
It is, isn't it, really? Don't need so many old bags down there, do you?
Well, yeah, but you're not an old bag, you're as young as you feel. And you feel 70.
I'll be 75 next birthday.
There you go, so you feel 4 years and a bit younger. The best amount younger to feel, I often say. Well, there's England are playing tonight, and of course we all know that when someone's got a few too many sherbets and can't drive anymore, they're going to stay at the cheapest accommodation around, and that happens to be the one that we're staying at. So you'll be having lovely noises of football hooligans all through the evening.
It's a bloody swindle!
Arriving in Clacton, we check in, ditch our bags in the room and leave Linda to relax while we scope out the town. It's mainly populated by seagulls and arcades, so Becky tries her hand at the grabber machines.
Mummy should have won you an elephant, but the machine's what we call bricks.
So Clacton, like a lot of British seaside resorts, has its fair share of arcades. They've gone for some sort of retro Vegas theme here, and just like Vegas, it's a bit underwhelming. But we're going to take Alex back to the hotel now, and then we're going to hopefully check out the pier.
What Granny looks after.
While Granny looks after him, yeah, I should clarify. I'm just going to leave him there, and then after we've checked out the pier, we'll probably grab some dinner.
Alexander is snoozing, so we decide to head straight for dinner before he notices we're gone. We're eating Italian at a branch of the popular restaurant chain Prezzo. It's a wonderful chance to unwind with a couple of drinks and watch the world go by. I enjoy a bruschetta starter while Becky opts for the calamari. And for our main course, we both opt for a chicken carbonara al forno. It's a favourite of ours whenever we're at Prezzo. So dinner was delicious, really enjoyed that actually. But just towards the end of the meal, Alexander had a little bit of a meltdown back at the travel lodge with his granny, and we were summoned to come and provide him with some peace and comfort. I've been able to pop back out because I wanted to see the pier. Piers are a bit of a thing here in the UK. Loads of the big seaside resort towns have these piers. Usually it's a sort of fairground suspended over the sea, effectively. So I was actually really surprised by that pier. I've been to a few piers around the country, and usually they're kind of slightly dog-eared affairs, but that place, that was different. They had clearly spent a lot of money on that, and unfortunately I didn't get to go to the part of it that was outside, the part where all the amusements are. It was only the arcade part that was open. But yeah, this is the strange thing about Clacton, is that big parts of the town feel like they've experienced a lot of deprivation, or at least out of the parts that I've seen. But the nearer you get to the waterfront, I think the better it seems to look. At least over here at the pier, things seem reasonably prosperous. And yeah, well, I guess that caps off the day, really. Gonna head back now. And yeah, get a decent night's sleep, I hope. I hope Junior is settling down okay, because I'm exhausted. It's been a long day. So yeah, that's it. I'll see you tomorrow. So, morning is here. We're all done at the travel lodge and heading off to the zoo. We're going to grab a McDonald's breakfast first. Got to do all the local things while you're here in Essex, and what could be more Essex than McDonald's? Nothing, I imagine. Into the car we get, and on our way we go. We've got a drive of about 35 minutes ahead of us, which is just enough time for the weather to turn and put our trip to the zoo in doubt.
The heavens have opened. It's tipping it down.
Soon enough, we're at McDonald's, where Alexander waits patiently for us to enjoy our breakfast.
Yeah, quite enough on here, Becky. Alex has woke up now. He's smelt the syrup. He smelt the syrup.
Oh no.
Be quiet, we're eating.
You gonna play with Sophie Ledger?
You've had yours.
From here, it's just a 5-minute drive to the zoo itself.
Here we go, Colchester Zoo.
There he is.
Look at these crazy people going to the zoo in the rain.
Mad. Who would do such a thing?
What the hell is wrong with them? Oh look, it's stopped raining. Touch wood.
After picking up Linda's wheelchair, I mount my camera on the back and we check out the primates.
Can you see the little monkeys?
We take in the sun bears next, one of Alexander's future favourites.
Look at that one down there, did you see it? Oh, they got funny faces, haven't they, sweetheart?
And how adorable is this red panda? One of the highlights is the sea lions, and we pop Alexander out of his pram for a better look. But the best view of all is underwater. Then it's on to the penguins, who are still practicing social distancing, at least from each other, if not from us.
How are you liking the penguins? So the visit continues. We went to see the orangutans and went outside where they were all sat, and then it started raining and they all went inside just as we came outside, and when we went inside they were all asleep. But the penguins were lovely. Really enjoyed the sea lions too. Hopefully we're going to go and see some of the bigger animals now, like the giraffes and elephants. But first, little one's got to have his lunch. Oh, 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 oh. Oh.
Right, that's quite enough silliness for now. We press on, passing more monkeys first. Then Linda's favourites, the meerkats. Soon we encounter a family of otters. Then finally we reach the land of the giants.
He's got a long nose, hasn't he?
One giraffe in particular is only too happy to film a close-up. And they're not the only residents of the savannah we encounter.
And just like that, it's raining again. Blazing sunshine 5 minutes ago, now rain. 15 to 20 seconds later, it appears to have stopped.
Then there's a brief Antipodean interlude.
They're like faces that kind of look like rabbits.
What, wallabies?
No, they don't, do they? What?
He reckons they've got rabbity faces.
No, they don't. Oh,
And to finish, some big cats. A little refreshment sends us on our way.
Oh, wow. So, that was Colchester Zoo. And honestly, if you're planning on pushing a wheelchair, or hello Alexander, I've also got Alexander now behind me in his pram. And if you're planning on pushing a pram, anything, you know, a shopping trolley, a scooter, a large stone around the park, then I should warn you, there's a lot of hills. You wouldn't have thought so. You don't tend to think of the east of England as being a place that's filled with dramatic scenery and landscapes, but wow, they found plenty of hills to build this zoo on, let me say that. Maybe they got a good rate when they bought the land, I don't know. Anyway, that's going to be the end of our adventure. We're just going to head home now, and yeah, it's been fun. It's been a really active weekend away. My feet are killing me, and I'm looking forward to sleeping for as long as Alexander will let me. Which isn't going to be long, is it, mate? Is it?
It's time for the customary apology that this took so long to finish. I'm trying to break my own record. Did I succeed? Tell me in the comments, and be sure to like and subscribe, from your own account and from all your friends' accounts too. Think of it as a fun game where I am the only winner. Cheerio!